It's English time! Hi, I'm Teacher Mitch. Come and join me as we learn English the easy way. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to keep updated with my latest uploads. Please also share and hit the like button if you appreciate my videos. Thank you! Hi, Grade 8. It's so nice to have you back for another English 8 lesson. I'm excited to share this new topic with you. So sit back, relax, and let's learn together. Our target learning competencies for this video are: evaluate opinion editorials for textual evidence and quality. Identify the standard development principles applied in each opinion editorial, focusing on simplicity and brevity, precision, objectivity and factuality, fairness and balance, and ethics. At the end of this lesson, you'll be able to spot the difference between unsupported opinions and well-evidenced arguments. Evaluate the quality of evidence used in an editorial. Judge opinion editorials based on their structure, language, and evidence. Forming and judging good opinions in writing is an important skill. When we read an opinion editorial, we don't just look at what the writer thinks. We also check how well they explain, support, and communicate their ideas. Understanding how to spot strong evidence and clear reasoning helps us decide whether an opinion is convicting or not. As we go along with our discussion, you shall find the answers to the following questions. How can you tell if an opinion writer is just giving his or her opinion, or if he or she has facts and examples to back it up? When reading an opinion editorial, what makes the evidence used by the author strong and convincing? Imagine you're judging a competition for the best opinion article. What are some things you'd look for to decide which one is the winner? Today, we will discuss and analyze opinion editorials by examining evidence. But before we do, let us unpack some key vocabulary words that will help us understand how opinion editorials are written and judged for quality. First is objectivity, writing that presents facts and avoids personal opinions or feelings. Factuality, writing based on facts that can be verified, not speculation or opinions. Precision, using exact and specific words to convey a clear meaning. Fairness, presenting all sides of an issue in a just and impartial way. Brevity, using as few words as possible without unnecessary details. Balance, giving equal weight to different perspectives and avoiding bias. Simplicity, writing that is easy to understand, avoiding complex words and structures. Developing strong critical reading skills means looking deeper than just the main idea of a text. To judge whether an author's argument is convincing, you need to notice the evidence they use and evaluate how strong and reliable that evidence is. Here's what to focus on. Identifying textual evidence. Evaluating evidence quality. Looking at writing quality or the standard development principles. I will now discuss how to evaluate opinion editorials for textual evidence and quality. First is by identifying textual evidence. Authors use different kinds of evidence to support their ideas. Common types include statistics, numbers and data that help measure or prove something. Quotes, statements taken from trustworthy sources. Examples, real or specific situations that help explain a point. Expert opinions, ideas from people who have special knowledge about a topic. Next is by evaluating evidence quality. Just because something looks like evidence doesn't mean it is strong. Ask yourself, is it relevant? Or does the evidence actually support the claim? Is it reliable? Is the source trustworthy? Are the data or examples believable? Is it complete? Did the author use enough evidence? Are they ignoring information that might weaken their argument? And lastly, looking at writing quality or the standard development principles. Good arguments are not just about facts, they are also about how the author writes. Check for simplicity and brevity. Is the writing clear and not too wordy? Precision. Are the words specific and accurate? Fairness and balance. Does the author consider other viewpoints instead of being one-sided? For your activity, you will practice spotting an author's claims and the evidence he used to support them. This will help you understand how writers build strong arguments and how to judge if their reasoning is convincing. Activity 1. Identifying textual evidence and checking its quality. Here are the instructions. Read the editorial Catch-up Fridays, a speedy solution or stalling strategy. Identify the evidence used by the author. You have to underline or highlight the parts where the author makes a claim, or an idea or argument. Look for evidence that support each claim. This may be statistics, quotes, or examples. Write the claim and the matching evidence in the table provided.
The Department of Education's Catch-up Fridays program aims to address the learning gaps exposed by recent assessments. While the intent is commendable, is dedicating one whole school day solely to catching up truly the most effective solution? Le school day solely to catching up truly the most effective solution? There is a risk that Catch-up Fridays become a band-aid solution for a systemic wound. Instead of in-depth, personalized instruction throughout the week, students receive a concentrated dose of remediation on Fridays. This may leave them feeling overwhelmed and hinder the development of strong foundational skills in regular classes. Wouldn't it be more beneficial to invest in smaller class sizes, allowing teachers to provide more individualized attention? Additional training for educators in targeted teaching methods could further enhance student learning. Parental and community involvement are crucial. Encouraging reading programs and creating engaging learning environments outside of school can significantly improve student outcomes. Catch-up programs can be a valuable tool, but they should be part of a comprehensive strategy. Let us focus on long-term solutions that ensure a strong educational foundation for all students. We need quality instruction, not just a quick fix on Fridays.
For your first task, you will recognize textual evidence. You will use the following table to identify the claims and the evidence, which could be statistics, quotes, or examples. Once you identify the claims and evidence, you will now assess the quality of the evidence. For each piece of evidence you listed, consider these questions. 1. Does the evidence directly connect to the claim it's supposed to support? Question 2. Is the evidence reliable and convincing?
After assessing the quality of your evidence, you will now look at the writing quality of the opinion editorial based on the standard development principles by answering this question. How does this opinion editorial use the following principles? 1. Simplicity and brevity. Is the writing easy to understand and avoids unnecessary complexity? Answer: yes. The editorial uses straightforward sentences and avoids overly technical terms. Ideas are presented clearly, making it easy for readers to follow the argument. 2. Precision. Does the author use clear and specific language to convey their ideas? Answer: partially. The author is precise in explaining concepts like concentrated dose of remediation and smaller class sizes, but many points are general suggestions rather than backed by specific data or statistics. For your next activity, you will draw inferences and formulate judgments in opinion editorials. Instructions: 1. Read the opinion editorial carefully. Underline or highlight key points and arguments made by the author. 2. Complete the worksheet. List 3 claims made by the author in the editorial. 3. For each claim, identify evidence the author uses to support it, e.g., statistics, quotes, examples. 4. Based on the evidence and your own background knowledge, what inferences can you draw about the author's perspective or the issue being discussed? 5. Do you agree or disagree with the author's overall opinion? Explain your judgment based on the evidence and your inferences. Falling behind. A wake-up call from the 2022 PISA results. The recent release of the 2022 PISA results paints a concerning picture for the Philippines' education system. Our students perform significantly lower than the international average in reading, mathematics, and science. This dismal performance indicates a learning crisis that demands immediate attention. Some argue that focusing on standardized tests creates unnecessary pressure. However, PISA is a valuable tool for benchmarking our education system against others. The low scores expose critical gaps in our students' foundational skills and their preparedness for the future workforce. Investing in teacher training and development is crucial. We need to equip our educators with the latest teaching methods and strategies to effectively cater to diverse learning styles. Additionally, addressing class sizes and ensuring schools have adequate resources are essential steps towards improvement. The Philippines cannot afford to be complacent. The 2022 PISA results are a wake-up call. We must prioritize education reform to ensure our students are equipped with the knowledge and skills they need to succeed in the 21st century. Claim 1. Filipino students are performing below the international average. Evidence: our students perform significantly lower than the international average in reading, mathematics, and science. Inference: there is a learning problem that needs urgent attention. Claim 2. PISA tests are useful despite some criticisms. Evidence: PISA is a valuable tool for benchmarking our education system against others. Inference: standardized tests help identify gaps in learning. Claim 3. Teacher training and better school resources are needed. Evidence: investing in teacher training, addressing class sizes and ensuring schools have adequate resources are essential steps towards improvement. Inference: improving teachers and resources will help students learn better. Judgment: agree the author gives clear evidence and practical suggestions to improve education.
Thanks for watching!